everybody, and welcome back to the adventures of the Wilbur von Valancius, episode 100, baby. And I messed up the quest line. I should not have kissed the girl. Oh well. I guess we'll just be forever alone, Lamau. You know that one. Y'all remember 2010? Crazy. Anyway. Today we're gonna be going ahead and doing... We found the ship that she was talking about. It's the only thing we have to do, essentially. We've pretty much done almost everything else 100%, kind of, sort of, like as much as I can do, I would say. And yeah, 100 episodes in is insane. And I can't believe we're just now starting chapter 3. So let's go ahead and go to the vessel here, where we know that, oh, we have to bring your lead, but everybody else is good. Okay. Diving straight into combat, it seems, maybe, hopefully. I do need to kill some people after having my alien wife divorce me or whatever. Let's go ahead and...
Follow my lead.
Oh. Never mind. They're human. A lanky, haggard-looking officer has sunken cheeks, stares at you in fright. His body is shivering as if from a feverish chill, and his eyes are darting back and forth anxiously. Your lordship, Lord Rogue Trader, what brings you to our humble ship? Stop shivering like a leaf in the wind, monkey. Answer me, have you seen the other ones like me in this system? If you have, tell me where, when, and under what circumstances your paths cross and diverge afterwards. The officer's eyes widen at the sight of your lead. His face grows even paler than before, and his lips move into a wordless prayer, unable to utter a word in response. A whirlwind of orange and blue torrents their souls. Can you not feel it? It's a gust in the air all around us. Its hues are terrifying indeed. Who are you? We are... Emperor, forgive me. Uh-oh. Son of a bitch. All right. Oh, the Drukhari trapped me. Oh, no, I didn't even get to roll for it, bro.
You monkey.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I'm beginning to think that your kind is eager to step into our snares.
You gasp, sucking in the poisoned air, each breath scorching your insides with liquid fire from your throat to your lungs. Every cell in your body is engulfed in maddening pain, as if you were being doused in molten metal, skinned alive, and subjected to yet another form of torture. You hear sounds coming from somewhere far away, the moans of your people, the shuffle of bare feet, and light footsteps slowly getting closer. Rogue Trader, a long-awaited meeting indeed. We literally just saw you. Oh no, we stayed on that planet for a couple months, I guess. You can barely see anything through the haze of agony, but you still remember the voice well, the voice of the Xenos who devastated your capital world. Mariziah's face is hidden behind a helmet, but his tone leaves no room for doubt. He is smirking. Your lead, who is writhing in pain next to you, is barely able to breathe out. No! What have you done? Are you dissatisfied, my kin? I promised that you would have your precious craft world survivors, and so you will. I will take you to them. I might even be there to witness your jubilant reunion. Cabela reaches for her weapon in one hand while trying to draw support with herself from the other. How could intoxicants overpower me? I was warned that one of the monkey was fond of experimenting with incapacitating substances. This gas contains something prepared just for you. With a gloating sneer, the Xenos steps steps on her head, pushing it to the floor with a crunch. Leto! Salamorn is either trying to reach out to the cybermasses or gesture a command to him, but the dog is lying still, completely unresponsive. A futile effort. I was informed that the monkey might bring some of their primitive toys here with them, so I made sure the toxin accounted for their particular quirks. Marzaya takes a close look at your companions squirming in agony, then gestures nonchalantly to someone who you cannot see. Bringing in the ejectors, the monkey I promised to Tervantius are among them. I do not want these wretches to move an inch until they are in the hands of the Arch Mechanitor. As for you, there's a disturbing gleam in the Draken's eyes. You will have your share of paralysis dreams too, but I'm going to keep you. You're far too precious to surrender to a madman playing with fire. I can blame your let. Devious Xenos, I will see you both dead. You will rule crossing me again. Negotiate with me, we can still come to an agreement. Who would negotiate with a worm or, say, a pet? The Drukhari chuckles malevolently. After I'm done with your training, you will never even think of such insolence again. His last words fill your head with like a deafening echo with a sharp siren. Ship's siren. Jesus Christ. The gas creeps deeper into your lungs, eating away at them hungrily as the agony spreads down your every limb. You are suffocating. Are you enjoying the sensation? I have this poison made for you. Who could have thought that the monkey would one day earn such an honor? A special gift from a Drakon? But you're suffering. The Xenos leans closer to you. I knew the taste would be exquisite were I to add a touch of the Drukhari's talent for extracting anguish. However, there will be time for that later. No matter how I wish to play with you all, one after another, I need you for a purpose, Rogue Trader. Kamarog awaits you, all of you. Mandrakes take them, leave none behind. Kidnapped? I can't see what's going on. 16 hours and 40 minutes pass, and we are in the Obsidian Court. Interesting. Intriguing development. 8 minutes into the episode and we're already fucking kidnapped. Oh, crazy. Hate that for us. Your consciousness emerges from an ocean of darkness and nightmares, as if someone's powerful hand reached into the depths and brought you back into the light. In the dark room, long and angular shadows move around and exchange remarks. One of the shadows approaches you, ripping apart the veil of pain and revealing features that look familiar to you. Ah, you bitch. You're awake, monkey. Marzaya's voice is sickeningly sweet. He is looking at you with idle interest, rolling a soft and milky-colored object from one hand to the other. Our toxic masters spared no effects to drag you out of the induced dream. I must commend the Nightmare Weavers. Their emanations of fear you exude in your delirium are worthy of the highest praise. However, it is time to finish what you were brought here for. It is time to work for the good of the Cabal, Rogue Trader. What do you want from me? Why am I still alive? Where are the others? What have you done to them? Burn in the Emperor's scorching light, you filthy Xeno. Where are the others? I do not know a rogue trader. Perhaps they are exuding suffering in one of the choirs of pain and torment. Perhaps they are rotting in one of the vats on the tiers below. Care little for their fate. As for your little friend from the craft world, oh, you are going to meet her soon. I bet you cannot wait to look into the eyes of the one who brought you to me, can you? I don't think she betrayed us, did she? There's no way. She hates these fucking people. Why am I still alive? What do you want from me? Only the truth, monkey. So very simple, is it not? A little honesty before the powers that be. I have the tools to extract the most coveted mysteries from the deepest recesses of your minds, but I'm not interested in your personal secrets. I only want that which will protect my cabal. Why am I still alive? Good question, Rogue Trader. You are my tool, you see, a sharp and narrow scalpel that I will use to cut away the festering boil of the body of my cabal. I spared no effort to set up this performance, the witnesses, the spies, the agents, and a small bargain to guarantee the result. All that is required of you is that you quietly play your part. I will even go so far as to put you in your native surroundings, in a manner of speaking. But if I see you stepping out of your role, I will make sure that you bitterly regret it. I might not be able to play my role. I might be able to play my role better if I actually knew what it was. I shall do what you want. I have had enough suffering. How about we make do without roles and posturing? There is still a chance we can strike a deal. How about it? He laughs cautiously. You're trying to hold your own even in the face of overwhelming force? How touching, but enough talk. The Drukhari gestures to one of the shadows near you and your head is forced backwards. Marziah brings the hand, holding the strange object closer. You manage to make out translucent glossy skin, blushing, pulsating organs beneath, and a little head with serrated jaws before the Drukhari pushes the larva into your face. Oh, God. It's a Baldur's Gate 3 tadpole. Karu's test succeeded. Sensing warmth, the creature springs into motion a moment later. It is as it blindingly pokes at your skin, it discovers your nostril and rushes forward, stretching the skin and tearing through the mucous membrane. Unbearable pain overwhelms you as the larva begins to force its way through the soft tissue and cartilage, each of its movements causing a crunching noise to reverberate through your skull. The creature greedily bites into flesh and moves ever upward, past the bridge of your nose, past your eyes, and then something alien invades your consciousness. Darkness clouds your vision, but the sensation of an alien presence does not relent. Something both primitive and stupid in its stubborn efforts is rummaging through your mind, churning through thoughts and changing them. You gather whatever remains of your willpower and desperately hold on to the part of your consciousness that is not yet caved into the invading power. A prick of surprise, a burst of disappointment. The spell takes hold of your weakened self, but part of it still belongs to you and is ready to fight back. A stray light dawns at the edge of your perception. What the fuck? Oh my God.
You have disappointed us, rogue trader von Valancius.
Okay. Oh. Lord Captain, we received an astropathic message from Dargonis. Reports Xeno raids an emergent ship. Gardaflay Calamity. A new message from Lord Master Archie. Archie aids is reported the Xenos leader heading to attack Paradise World of Grantis. Okay. Yeah, those things happened. Oops. Fuck. Hold on, go back. I focused all my attention on investigating the attacks of your protectorate. I suspended their bigger Xenos behind the attacks. Something bigger behind the Xenos attacks. How is it that you're the only soul that managed to escape Ragamanoris? I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you esteemed low trader may have offered yourself. Okay.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Do my eyes deceive you? Explain yourself, Lontalk. Why is there a shard of Kruduk in... Oh, fuck me, dude. I wish those text boxes would stay longer. You fuck?
You are accused of consorting with Xenos, betraying the Imperium, and neglecting the interests of humankind.
No. Fuck you. That's what I think. I'm gonna click on every single one of these. Oh. These are all my dead friends. Excellent. Goodbye, dead friends.
The tribunal is waiting for your explanations.
That
Come
Heinrichs?
closer.
And then Theodora? And then Calexis? Whatever. And here comes our principal witness, the rogue trader himself. Heinrichs gives you a cold look. If the presented evidence was not enough to convince you, his testimony will conclude this confusing case, full of oath-breaking lies and heresy. You dragged this boy into this trial and now expect someone will lend an ear to this lowly heretic's testimony? I thought better than you, Interrogator von Calix. I was so very wrong. Lady Theodora's voice sounds even harsher and angrier than you remember. She's so cool, though. I never looked at her portrait, I guess. She's so badass. He's cool, too. Lord Inquisitor makes a vaguely dismissive gesture. Enough. Let him speak. The sooner this business is concluded, the better. Then let us continue. Shielded by the powers of the warrant of trade granted by the Imperium, Theodora von Valentius more than once allowed herself openly collaborate with Xenos. You've never seen such a contemptuous grimace on the interrogator's face. She plunged her entire protectorate into apostasy and heresy, including the current rogue traitor, and went out of her way to prevent the Inquisition and me personally from maintaining order inside the Expanse. You served the Xenos, you rejected his light, you reveled in your heretical desires, and carved base profit. When did I serve the Xenos? I don't think that's true. Does the rogue trader admit to fraternizing with the Xenos, serving them as a puppet, and rejecting the God Emperor's blessed light for the sake of his heretical desire and base profit? Iconoclasts. The Xenos is gone. Why is the Lord Inquisitor here in Theodora's reanimated corpse too? Didn't she die? Everything is wrong. Died, you say? But who are you talking to if I did? Theodora von Valancius is alive. You were her loyal servant, and she made you serve the Xenos. Get one simple truth into your head, empty head. Your role in these events is negligible. You shall think me the emperor or on the golden throne if I so choose, and think me dead if it strikes my fancy. But this is not what matters right now. Just looking in your direction makes me sick. Why must I speak to the filth? The last word are obviously meant for the court, not you. The fuck was that? Heinrichs bends over you with a crooked smile. Rogue traitor, are you all right? Or was your heretical association with Xenos so disruptive that you lost your mind? The mocking words do little to hide the irritation. The interrogator is obviously displeased with the turn of the conversation is taking. Whoa. Hey, fuck you, I see that. The Inquisitor leans forward slightly at the sight of your anguish, but for a moment, the boredom in his eyes is gone. It was amusing, but the joke has outstayed its welcome. Theodora shoots in the interrogator a nasty look. It is painfully obvious this heretic is dancing to your tune. His word against mine. You had lost before you even unsheathed your blade, Heinrichs. You need not worry, dear Lord Captain. It was not my intention to bring up unsupported claims. Heinrichs produces a data slate and skillfully manipulates the device until he locates the necessary information. The rogue trader uncovered the crimes of the Aldari at the most important agri-world of the Von Valancius Protectorate, which feeds many Imperium colonies in the Expanse. Oops. But instead of purging the planet of the Xenos menace, he allowed the Inhumans to take refuge in the shadow of his power. It is true, you did. They are corrupting Janesians society even as we speak, and who knows, perhaps another rebellion will not be long in coming. Rogue traders often be accompanied by a Xenos companion, and though the warrant of trade does not allow one to grant sanctions to individual specimens, what is this if not a confirmation of the Von Valancius family's loyalty to the enemies of humanity? It is true the Xenos Yurlet was one of your retinue. Rogue traders' ties to the Drukhari and different subspecies of Aldari are just as obvious. Who else could help him divine the carefully prepared plans of the Drukhari if not other Drukhari? Wilbur von Valancius always ended up in the location of the next Drukhari raid, knowing for certain where they are going to strike. You served the Drukhari. You did their bidding. They helped you survive. Without the Drukhari masters, you would have been dead. Wait, the Inquisitor himself gave me his blessing to use Xenos as I saw fit. Then why am I standing trial? The words fly from your lips, but their meaning belongs to someone else. You are aware of this, except there is nothing you can do about it. Your voice is dreadfully hoarse from all the screaming and torture. I confess to collaborating with Xenos. Cooperation is a double-edged sword. Sometimes you use your partner, and sometimes your partner uses you. Which is what happened with the rogue trader. Lady Theodora used him to undermine the standing of the Imperium in the Expanse. The tribunal remains silent, although those present cast ancient glances at your predecessor. At this point, the tribunal probably wants to know what the true intentions of the Von Valancius dynasty are. The rogue trader claims he has been waging war against the Drukhari this entire time, except was there really a war, or was it another carefully staged performance? Heinrichs is looking at you closely, almost without blinking. Oh, hell yeah, we succeeded. Allow me to explain what actually happened. Wilbur von Valancius personally invited the Drukhari to his worlds and then used their strength and resources to sow chaos in the Expanse to gain leverage over his rivals. It is very convenient to play the victim while working with those who rob your neighbors, blind and terrify the worlds. Neighbors blind and terrify the worlds that pay you tribute. How much did you profit from this, rogue trader? Do you think I would not uncover your pathetic conspiracy? A plot? What are you talking about? Ask Achilles what happened. He is your agent, after all. Dangerous sparks flare in Heinrich's eyes. Achilles has not contacted me for a long time. He vanished on your world, rogue trader. You have killed my agent on yet another one of your whims. But it is your transgressions that we are addressing at present. Wilbur von Valancius speaks truthfully before the court, before the Lord Inquisitor, and before the God Emperor himself. Do you admit to conspiring with Lady Theodora and one of the Drukhari cabals? Is that true? Did you do that? We're taking it. Failed, or at least that is what you wanted to say. However, the alien makes you say something entirely. It was originally Lady Theodora's plan. Her servants always let me know where the next Drukhari attack would take place. Fuck. Your pathetic attempts to paint me as a heretic are like a blunted rapier, tedious and useless. Theodora's gaze is not directed at you. She is addressing Heinrichs. I do not think so. Another witness to your atrocities has arrived alongside the rogue trader. Yolette silently takes a graceful step forward. If the court so desires, my speech will run like a river and wash away your doubts. I found a shard of my home in the rogue trader's chambers. An entire craft world vanished among the stars, and the only clue to its fate resting in the hands of this monkey. That was when I began to suspect that he had something to do with the misfortune that had befallen my... Oh my fucking god. I kissed her in front of her fucking homeworld thing? Oh, Jesus. I'd be pissed too. Never mind. Fuck. Oh god. My consequences. No, stop it. Do not be deceived by his breed. There is a cunning predator lurking behind the fluttering and fragile butterfly wings. The monkey before you is a bizarre amalgamation of qualities not usually inherited in his feeble species. He has mastered the mysteries of many of this world's cultures, the secrets of the universe and ancient artifacts, the fine art of war, the intricacies of deceit. All are embodied in a single monkey, however hard it may be to believe. However, the thread that bound our paths broke the moment I realized the monkey's involvement in the disappearance of my home. To flee the rogue trader, I tracked down and eliminated his chief tracker, who has pursued our kin in the past of the galaxy for many years, this part of the galaxy for many years, and thus earned clemency before this court. You killed him? So Achilles did not simply vanish, you helped him disappear. He nods curtly. I say he had only himself to blame. The agent who could not recognize an impeding threat is useless. It killed him, but why? Success. Yolette's lithe body tenses when she hears her name come out of your mouth. A shadow of doubt flits across the otherworldly face, but Yolette does not grace you with a look. She stubbornly stares at the hollow eyes of the Inquisitor languishing on your throne in apparent boredom. You're only allowed to speak when questioned, but since the rogue traitor is so eager to make his voice heard, by all means do. The court is curious to know what you gleaned from this interrogation. I now see that I've been blind. The Xenos have been fighting one another all this time, and I was their unwitting cat's paw. I'm still struggling to make sense of what is going on here. I mean, I guess we do this one? I don't know. Good monkey. Enough. God damn it. I don't know if I played that well. Oh, who's this big dick swinging motherfucker? It's got half a golden face. After the spell is lifted, staggering pain pierces your body, darkness clouds your vision, and nausea creeps into your throat. Up your throat, but the wounds you've managed to forget soon remind you that you are still alive. Archon Nazakri. Holy shit. Look at this fucking dude. Yeah, damn. The weakness of your subjects is an insult to the Council of Archons and the Supreme Overlord of Kamarag himself. Your Messies? The commanding inhuman voice tears you from the vice of agony, and you see an unknown Drukhari in the center of the chamber whose presence alone causes your insides to clench. Instead of fighting and ripping what they are owed from Destiny's hand by force, they dare to claw into the Dark Palace, begging for favors? I mean, send it? No fucking way I hit that, bro. That's crazy. Xenos wearing armor encrusted with jewels and stands calmly next to the speaker. Such behavior is typical of the Xenos occupying a higher tier of Drukhari hierarchy, which means you are facing one of the Archons. Well, I knew that. It literally said in the name. Look at the Drukhari throne. One half of his face is hidden behind a golden mask with an intimidating visage. The other half is showing a malicious, sharp-toothed leer. The Xenos' elaborate armor is decorated with skulls and patches of human skin impaled on countless blades and hooks. He carries himself with authority and ease, as though he is a ruler who holds the thread of fate for all present tightly in his grasp. Look at Yolette. Yolette absorbs every word, occasionally wincing in pain and covering her weeping wounds. Her posture and gesture are full of tension, like prey cornered by a pack of predators. Yolette shrinks under the hungry stares of those around her. What about this dude? Smug grin has fled his face. He clutches the hilt of his blade and casts a vicious look at the female Drukhari in sumptuous armor. Talk about you. Listen to the conversation. With the greatest respect, mighty Nazaraka, Archon of the Cabal of the Black Heart, first among the chosen, voice of the Overlord of the Dark City, bringer of demise, conqueror of 100 worlds. He dismisses Marziah with a bothersome fly, like a bothersome fly. Council of Archons has heard enough platitudes, Drakon Marziah, and no longer wishes to sly intrigues, ruthless chill to jagged eyes, turns lips and tongues. Something. What just happened? Did he die? Whoa, stranger. Who the fuck are you? Okay. A vitriol verbose, the cut and thrust. Keep time with fate's own machinations grave, but whose deft footwork leads to naught but dust. While from its brutal finish none can save, this play the puppet master granted me. Through murky stalls, the path... The puppet master has Vect himself invited you to this chamber? The Archon chokes on his own words, but quickly regains his composure. No matter. You may be our guest. Our banana. But you are merely a spectator in this performance. And spectators do not belong on stage, as you undoubtedly know. Do not interfere. Okay. Stranger passes a delicate finger to his lips of sorrowful mask and says with a twinkle in his eye, a shadow in the shadows will I be. Look at the Aldari who interrupted the trial. The bright motley and the hollow suit, the mask hiding its owner's face, and the graceful subtle movements. For you stands a harlequin, another representative of the multifaceted Aldari race. The Xenos catches your eye and nods. For a moment, the play of shadows on the mask appears to twist its expression into a mischievous grin. Recall what you know about the Vect. You've heard many gruesome tales about the atrocities of the Drukhari, but the cruelest and vilest always involve Abjurial Vect, the Archon of the Cabal of the Black Heart and supreme overlord of Koromard, and the most dangerous of all his dark kind. Hey, Archon, or whatever your name is, I shall soon be adding your mask to my collection of Xenos artifacts. Damn Xenos, I will burn all of you in the den of heresy in the God Emperor's name. Stop acting like I'm not here. Listen to the conversation. I don't think we're going to provoke them. The Archon addresses the female Drukhari standing beside him, his eyes alight with mockery. Not directed at her, however, for he is still looking at Marziah. How does the Archon intend to pay for her Cabal's blatant disrespect? I'm waiting for your reply. Resumiers? I don't know these fucking names, and my patience is growing thinner with each breath you take. His eyes widen, filled with astonishment and disbelief. He seems to have been certain of the outcome and did not expect what he is hearing now. His lips twist in an enraged snarl, hatred directed at the Xenos on the throne, and yet it finds no outlet under the gazes of dozens of Drukhari in the chamber. Oh, this is her. Oh, she's sick too. What the fuck? Aldari be fucking daddies, bro. I humbly bow before the Council of Archons and apologize for this outburst on behalf of the Cabal. Allow me to prove my respect to you with a humble gift. She points at you with a clawed finger and flashes a satisfied grin. The Dragon of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest himself and his amusing monkey plaything, with their entourage of hapless freaks, will enter your arenas and fight the best warriors for the crowd's amusement. A muffled chuckle can be heard from under his mask. Kamarag accepts your gift, but what should I do, for Marziah is the first among your blades? Should I cast him out of the palace and condemn him to disgrace? Or should I be merciful and allow him to leave the chamber on his own? The Archon's chilling gaze falls upon you. I think I know who will make this difficult decision, a creature whose mewling the Council of Archons was meant to head. Is this not right, Maraziah? You will receive what you have been longing for. It will be the monkey who decides your fate. Oh. His face contorts in despair. His gaze shifts from the Archon to you, then to the girl, then back. But he does not dare to utter an objection. Beat him half to death and throw him out like rubbish. He was a worthy opponent. Let him go to the arena himself. To the void with you, Xeno scum. I will not be a part of your games. Listen and remember the Emperor's name. I will end you. Say nothing. Spit in disgust. So, a couple of options here. I can say nothing and be stoic. Or I can fight him in the arena. I want to kill him myself, though. Silence, monkey. You can choke on your pity. I have no need for it. The monkey has chosen your fate. Let this be a lesson to you. Lay down your weapon, follow the guards, and may the pity of of a lesser being serve as a mark of disgrace far worse than the wrath of the Archons. Go. The Archon nods in satisfaction and makes an unfamiliar gesture. Guards draw closer to you. Let us return to you, girly. A harlequin's laughter interrupts the Archon and echoes under the vaults of the chamber in a resounding baritone. And all the masks upon their masks now stand. The slave of the vanity, the spire ascends. The thief and traitor cast downward by her hand. Unbeknownst to all, their fate depends. Upon a lead unseen, a player green. Harlequin leans forward and eyes you with genuine interest. Is this how you treat the hospitality of camaraderie? The Archon angrily balls his fist, the shadow of his wrath hanging over the Aldari interloper with like a thundercloud. I thought your words were worth more to insult me by interrupting my trial again. Xeno sweeps into a theatrical bow without taking his eyes off his face. You, Archon, speak just a rebuke in truth. Speak a just rebuke in truth. Fate's melodies, ensnares, fantastic. Jesus Christ, I can't understand a word this guy is saying. Fantastic have entrapped me here, and when I heard them play, I could not keep my lips from grinning wide. Here comes the hour for shadows to retreat, to where the curtain waits to rise. The laugh, with no beginning, now sends forth the call. Okay. Chasm. Okay. Sure. Is this the arena they were talking about?
I'll live another day.
Well, I. Well, I got shoved down the corpse tube. The world is an impenetrable haze of warm pain. You lie motionless. No, you rest in a murky, gloomy, slowly dissolving into nothingness. Sometimes your response is troubled by unpleasant and persistent tremors coming from the place where your legs used to be. You do your best to ignore them. They took my legs? Away, you vultures! This is not your prey. A vaguely familiar voice reaches you through the curtain of darkness, but your disobedient thoughts refuse to reveal where and when you've heard it before. Was it just recently, or 100 lifetimes ago? The trembling coming from your legs is replaced with a violent jerking motion, and then it finally stops. From the Phantasmagoria retreat and deftly seize my merchant vagabond, the puppet master's strings left dangling, again rise up to take your place and dance. A spark ignites in the darkness, and the light ruthlessly cuts through the gloom that envelops you. An ugly image of the reality around you assaults your retinas. You can feel your body again and realize it is filled with pain. Your shoulders is sore from an injection. Help. Quiet laughter reaches your ears. Your legs require direction, merchant mime. Therefore, address your pleas to them, not me. Their thirst for dancing may yet spurn them on. Feel your body. Failed. Every inch of your body is suffering. Satisfied with this result, you do not delve into the detailed examination of your misfortune. Okay. All your equipment is gone, as are your shoes. You do not have a knife at hand to fend off enemies or to open your veins. Look around. You're surrounded by the dead, numerous corpses, mutilated bodies, and pieces therefore. Humans, Drukhari, and other Xenos unfamiliar to you lie motionless in this gruesome mortuary. Look at your rescuer. Your eyes refuse to focus on the blurry figure of the person who came to your aid. He appears to be tall, and your mind emphatically refuses to continue, for every moment of concentration causes you suffering. I have seen you before. Who are you? A dream obscure of death, deliverance, illuminating will, and agony. Where am I? Among the shadows in the wings you lie, where taut are pulled the puppet master's strings. Stranger intricately links his fingers to mimic the tool of a puppeteer. My companions, where are they? Not here. The roles have been decided now, but if you play your part, perhaps the plot will draw you back together or to doom. Figure's cruel laughter follows. A gift from beyond the grave. 7 of 14. This overture in verse, finale lies. Merchant's time to shred the boards has come. Embark you now upon your pilgrimage and take my parting gift, a humble prop. Stranger deposits something in your hand and disappears into the twilight. Attempt to rise. Remember all the people whose lives depend on you. You may have commanded multiple planets and millions of lives in your former life, but in this new reality, not even your own feet will obey you, as if you punish your arrogance or your disobedient limbs send a sharp jolt of pain. Okay, cool. Hundreds of faces flash before your mind's eye, friends, subjects, companions. The universe is cruel and full of darkness, and your will and determination are the only barrier between your loved ones and its crushing apathy and brutality. You have no right to die, not here, not now. Resoluteness floods your veins like incandescent plasma, and you make another attempt to get up. Gain 13 experience, power of honor, plus 10 toughness. Hell yeah. Iconoclast 9. Your bare feet feel like they are stuffed with rags and refuse to obey. You have to draw upon all your willpower to repress the rebellion and stand upright. The pain that engulfs your whole body immediately makes you question the wisdom of this act of defiance. Find a way to escape. Beggar? Hello, sir. Awareness search. If you surrender to the cough and lie down, it will be easier to breathe and your lungs will stop burning. Awareness search.
What in the world?
Find nothing you can use. Awareness search, 38%. I ain't finding
This
shit
cannot
here.
be.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yeah, I'm fucking cooked, bro. Find help. Surrender the cough, lie down. Yeah. Shut up. I'm not doing it.
Excellent smatters.
I was like, I gotta hit one of these. Lost contact with the flagship at this moment. It is impossible to remove trophies from cargoes since communication with the flagship hasn't been established. Okay. Skin patch. Removes 1 trauma. I can go ahead and use that, maybe. Well, I can equip that for sure. I can equip that for sure. And then I can use that on myself.
Back into the fray.
That didn't remove my trauma. That removed trauma, not fresh injury? I'm an idiot.
This cannot be.
Okay.
Victory awaits.
Wounds barely hurt at all, and your body feels surprisingly light. So many dead people around you. How? The hell is that? This beggar's actually standing up.
It's
Okay.
about time.
That's not good. Go ahead and go back here and see if we can find anything. Up here, maybe? Do you have a death wish? That's what they came here for, the gut people like us. I'm still going to try and sneak past. Maybe they'll... Excellent. 41%.
That didn't go as I'd hoped.
I think it went pretty good.
A new challenge for me? Smite the Xenos!
What
Okay.
was that whimper, monkey?
I might be dead here. I'm probably definitely dead here. So...
Not a problem for me.
definitely gonna put that up here. Take aim on
I'll
myself?
pass.
No. I can't do shit. I can do one of these, maybe. Kill zone. Force a reroll successfully dodge and parries. 8% armor, cannot be overpenetrated. Immunity to prone, +2 deflection. Yeah, let's go and do
Suits my
that.
purposes.
I am fucked.
My soul hunger beckons.
Oh yeah, I'm cooked.
I bring agony.
I'm fucking dead.
Was insulting.
Fuck you, I'm going down fighting.
My vengeance.
How could it happen?
My first death. Episode 100 and my first full death is crazy. No, it starts me all the way over here. That was my last save. Oh my fucking god, you're kidding me. No way that was my last save. There had to have been a fucking autosave by then. No way. Dude, that's insane. What the fuck? Well, we're gonna be spamming through this shit. Hold to skip. Continue. Who are you? In dialogue. Skip. Well, sorry about this. This is stupid. I'm actually going to just pause the recording and then come back when I've caught up. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Oh man, what a crazy fucking... So I literally did the entire thing over again, and then I misclicked. And then I got Yurlet and that other dude just straight up murdered. And I was just like, fuck, what did I do? And then, yeah, I had to do it again. So I did it a couple times here. Let's see if we can pass some of these some of these checks now. Because,
this cannot be.
Yeah, there were a couple of checks that I
That didn't go
succeeded that I failed at, and failed that I succeeded at, and yeah, so there's it wasn't exactly the same, but it was close enough that, you know, I couldn't get the exact rolls again.
In the world?
Yeah, see, I didn't get anything from this corpse, even though I should have.
This cannot be.
Yeah, I am fucking this up left and right.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I did get an awareness search there. I don't know if I got that last time.
I did fine.
A stem. +4 movement, +4 AP, and then their next turn get -2. Let's go ahead and put on that gun again, and then we've got this here. Okay, yeah, it's feeling surprisingly light. And then we clicked on all of these. And then we go back here.
Stand in my way.
Okay. Shut up. Stop coughing. Okay. Okay, and then we came up here. We hit this cutscene here. We watched that man die. We click this right here.
I rise to the occasion.
And now we save the goddamn game. Because the fact that there's no autosave in between that entire time pisses me off. What the fuck am I looking at here?
Follow my lead.
Are these all these guys just gonna attack me or no? No? Okay. Well, I found the exit, at least. To the pit, I guess. Okay. Going into the pit with one less, a stimulant instead of a skin pack or whatever, skin patch, whatever it is. Oh god, this episode. Game auto-saved, finally. Jesus, if only a second longer and I could have auto-saved. Wounds barely had it all, your body feels surprisingly light. Okay. The den you have found yourself in is filled with heady smoke. And the walls are being lined with living shadows. Are lined with living shadows. The center of your attention is a snake-like Xenos. He is engaged with conversation with a pale, harried-looking Drukari and pays you no mind, much like everyone else in here. Xenos failed. A particular breed is an abominable Xenos is unfamiliar to you, but its appearance alone speaks of a vicious nature and inborn wickedness. We fought these things several times. Survey the room with a Medicaid check. Everyone gathering here is armed. They all bear scars, and some even have fresh wounds. You notice a few humans among the Xenos. They clamor in the mishmash of tongues, and their laughter rings a lunacy with lunacy and bloodlust. The air is thick with an all-pervading sense of doom. You train your eye. Your trained eye does not fail to notice the virtually everyone in this place is under the influence of some substance or the other, and powerful ones at that. It seems you have wound up in a narcotics den. Observe the scale Xenos. The leader of the gang is powerfully built. His scaled hide is reinforced with engraved metal in several spots. His long tail coils around and around as his snake-like head sways gently from side to side. The Xenos is enjoying a state of blissful relaxation. His companion, the gaunt Drukhari, is looking at him obsessively. Her entire body is adorned with hundreds of embedded steel beads and thousands of red injector marks. May we speak? Address the leader. Snake-like Xenos either fails to notice your presence or simply ignoring you. Iridescent eyelid membranes slide over his eyes, momentarily shuttering them. No doubt, a telling look among his kind. Malice's servant. Without deigning to look at you, the cadaverous Drukhari mutters, Malice wants you to disappear, pathetic whelp. Die! Just attack and die immediately. Address the scaled Xenos. You're Malice, I take it. I require aid. I am wounded. I can pay you handsomely for your assistance. Lovely day we're having. Help me, I'm begging you. I require aid, I'm wounded. No, let's say we can reward them handsomely. You have nothing, don't waste my time. Xenos keeps his attention focused. Oh shit, look at that. Yo, he's sick, bro. He's a slick-ass snake. Oh shit. I can shoot him. Okay. You have nothing. The Xenos keeps his attention focused on the Drukhari, but his scaled fingers holding an elegant-looking injector clench in displeasure. He speaks slowly and indolently, like a snake about to enter brumation. I'm gonna shoot her in the fucking head. Is there a problem with your hearing? I came to you with a business proposition. No! Fuck! 85% is crazy. Drukhari's head shatters and some of the scraps stick to the snake-like Xenos face. You now have his undivided attention and that of everyone else in the room. Xenos idol's apathy drops in an instant. His tail coils as he readies himself to strike. You try to anticipate his attack with a pistol shot, but he moves too quick. You watch in detached surprise as drops of something red spray slowly through the air. Is that your blood? A clawed hand that has sliced open your throat leaves behind a crimson trail. Surprise is the last emotion you feel before your consciousness goes dark for good. Epic. Damn. Damn, I really do be dying. I'm making poor decisions here. I'm making really bad decisions here. This do be sucking. It's funny that it auto-saved literally outside of the door that I went into and not on the other side of the door. I have to go through another loading screen. Okay, yeah, we get it. You're coughing, blah, 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 blah. Let's go in here. Let's go ahead and do this. Continue, Medicaid, succeed, observe, leader. I can pay you handsomely. Do we try it again? Grab the injector from his hands and use it on yourself. I need this more than you do, serpent. I mean, 85% is crazy that I failed that. It wouldn't happen again, right? Succeeded. The Drakari's head shatters, and some of the scraps stick to the Xenos face light. You now have his undivided attention and that of everyone else in the room. The Xenos' idle apathy dies. Drops in an instant, his tail ready to strike, but he freezes, his eyes transfixed on the barrel of the pistol aimed in his face. With a satisfying hiss, he says, I respect the fearless. What do you want? I wish to return to my domain in the Coronis Expanse. Ha! Many dream of that, and how do you imagine that would work? You think I'm going to take you there in my void ship? I don't have one. I need a healer. And what will you give me in return? We shall discuss this later. The little strength you had left in the body has run out. You collapse on the floor of the darkness and nearly extinguished. Your mind permanently envelops you in visions once more. Through the drumbeat of your heart, you hear Malice's voice from somewhere far away. Patch up the humanling. He has character. I like those ones. Holy shit. 302 experience. Sensation slowly returns to you. Your body is still in pain, but you are no longer on the brink of death. Your wounds have been crudely closed with metal clamps, and your throat is pocked with injector tracks, as though you have been wearing a neck pillow of needles. The one who rendered this first aid to you was certainly not qualified Chirurgeon. Someone who would typically be permitted to minister to person of illustrious rogue trader. Looks like you're back with us. I don't know whether to offer my congratulations or commiserations. Scaled Xenos looks at you without the slightest difference. I owe you. What is your price? Straight to business. I like it. You truly do owe me, but we'll discuss that when you no longer lie on the floor like a scrap of dead meat. As soon as you stand up, you're seized by a strange sense of unreality. It is as if you are still there with the wicked darkness and everything around you is merely a twisted mirage. Doubt seeps into your mind like a poison, sundering its contact with your body. You have to make a deliberate effort to hold onto the thought that you are you. Mind Maggot's agony permanent. A dying parasite in the rogue trader's body that is poisoning his mind with its hallucinogenic toxins cannot be removed by regular means. It is just Baldur's Gate. What is your Mind Maggot giving you trouble? I saw it latch onto your spinal cord when you were being patched up. A fat, well-fed grub it was, with lots of teeth. It's dying now. They have a short lifespan. And that means its poison is especially toxic. You'll lose touch with reality from time to time. And when your Mind Maggot dies, the final dose of poison will make you think your body is not your body at all. And then your heart will just stop beating. I could have pulled that thing out of you, of course, but I thought, why should I? Consider it a guarantee of your gratitude towards me. When you've earned your healing, I'll release you from it. Lipless mouth stretches into a bloodthirsty grin. Who are you? I am Malice, and the rabble you see are my shriekers. We are gladiators, the bleeding meat of the fatal thirst combat arena. We are the beasts who go out there and kill and die inglorious deaths for the entertainment of the Dark City. And this den is our pleasure ground. Where am I? The snake-like Xenos hisses in satisfaction. Komorag, the Dark City, the underside of existence. The realm of the Drukari. You heard of it, humanling? Why did you decide to help me in the end? You're a cocky whelp. but feeble like all members of your race. Your cockiness is not got you killed yet, which means you must be someone important, and you might be useful. What is a mind maggot? Kind of translucent slug is a parasite that can only be found on this side of reality. Mind maggots feed on your memories, and they inject toxic hallucinations into your mind to stop you from resisting. Drukhari can train these creatures and use them to show their victims devious mirages. What does he want from me? Kill for me. Go to the mangled sector and find a freak called the Commissar, one of your kind, and spill his guts for me. Do that, you will earn my favor, and in the chasm, that counts for a lot. Who is the Commissar? A prisoner of the Drukhari who thinks too highly of himself. Instead of dying in the arena without any fuss, he is hiding, gathering other slaves of your race around him, and making pathetic plans to get his revenge. And many of your kind are listening to him. See how many humanling shriekers there are? They used to all come to me, and now they listen to the Commissar and no longer come. The mangled sector, what an off-putting name. Why do you want me to do it? I'm gonna need a more serious weapon. Prove that you're useful first. Do this and Malice will see to it you have decent toys to play with, but not before. In the meantime, you can pick something out of the junk pile. Malice gestures to a container half full of shoddy equipment. Why do you want me to do it? I don't want to drag my whole gang into the mangled sector. The place will kill off 3 times more fighters than the Commissar's crew will. That means I need to send in an assassin. The Commissar's fighters know my shriekers, but nobody knows you. And besides, you don't have a choice, which means you'll see it through to the end. What an off-putting name. It's an off-putting place. It's the base of the spire which we live. Komorag is stitched together with scraps of various dimensions, and in the mangled sector, the seams are starting to rip. Space is collapsing in on itself, and entropic radiation is off the scale, spawning all kind of abominations. And the sector itself is slowly but surely turning into nothing. Save Abelard from the mangled sector. Some unhinged humanly went there recently. What did they call himself? Wurisorian? He was old but strong and too loud. His visit probably stirred up all the freaks. You should be more careful and quieter than he was. You have to be insane to set foot in a place like that. Insane or an outcast like the Commissar. Hiding from the hunt. Or you. Very well, I will kill him. Bring me his head, and in exchange, I will share my toys with you. They make surviving in Komorag possible. Serve me well, and I will not set a certain someone on you. There's an arena enthusiast who has acquired a scent beast, ferocious and toothy. Right now, he is trying to out his new toy on the refuse near the corpse dump, but soon he will seek out bigger prey, and you do not want to be it. And I leveled up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the level we needed for the Exemplar. Mere survival in the grim darkness of the far future is no easy task. To thrive in it, a next impossible one. But some manage to go beyond and become exemplars. Not only do exemplars possess extraordinary knowledge in their given archetypes, they have also reached the pinnacle of mastery, transcending what thought to be possible. Core focus, additional abilities and talents from previous archetypes, new exemplar talents. Holy shit. Okay. Oh. I can get all these. I could get Psychic Awakening. I can just turn into a Psyker. Okay, well, we're definitely going to be checking this out next time and just going through all of this crap. Oh, and then we get something from here as well. Okay, well, we'll be checking that out next time. But yeah,
It's about time.
It's about time. We have Power of Honor, plus 10 toughness. I'm slowly dying. I have a fresh injury. Well-deserved rest. The character will have a higher initiative in the next combat. This is one-time bonus that disappears after the combat ends. Feel thoroughly rested and ready to take on new challenges. Okay. And then there's a bunch of beggars and people around. But, oh my god. We got kidnapped. Episode 100, ladies and gentlemen. Super cool, eventful episode. It sucks that I fucking died for the first time, twice in a row. Because I'm fucking stupid and I failed some shit. But, yeah. Hopefully we can get our crew back together and then get the hell out of here. I don't know how we're going to do it. This is a monumental fuck up on like like I have no idea how we're gonna be able to. I don't know if we're gonna work our way up through the gladiator pits to win our freedom or do a coup. I don't know if this commissar guy, I'm actually gonna join his team instead because the snake bad, you know. But maybe the commissar is actually like a chill dude. Who knows? We'll see. I'll see you in the next one.